Welcome inside the U.S. Cellular Center. It is Substate Final Basketball. Dubuque Senior and the number 2 ranked Linn-Mar Lions. Good evening and welcome. I'm Rob Brooks along with Mark Nolan. Mark, a great crowd on hand here tonight. This is always one of our favorite events, and for Dubuque Senior, a little bit of a surprise. Not a basketball powerhouse, but they've got one guy, a junior, that's really stepped up big this season.
Colby Steele has done a very fine job for Dubuque Senior. Surprising Dubuque Senior team here in the Substate, one game away from the state playoffs, the state tournament, and Dubuque Senior has won 11 out of their last 12 games. The last time they played the Linn-Mar Lions, they met only once this season. A double overtime victory at the Linn-Mar gym for the Lions, but only by 2 points. Two very evenly matched teams, and on what could be considered a neutral court, Dubuque's going to give Linn-Mar all they can handle, even though Linn-Mar comes in off a huge win last Friday night.
In that 1-versus-2 game, Linn-Mar on the road defeats North Scott. And Mark, this is a situation when you get into tournament time, it's key to have a experienced point guard, and Linn-Mar has that.
Austin Palm has really stepped up, quarterback of the club, a calming effect on this Linn-Mar squad that's got plenty of stars, and Austin Palm provides the leadership that they need, particularly from a veteran as he is.
I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since either of these teams have gone to Des Moines. One will. We will have the Rams and the Lions right after this. The high school basketball game of the week is presented by Happy Joe's Pizza. Great times to be together. Iowa Wireless. A.G. Edwards. Ahern Plumbing and Heating. Caldwell Banker Hedges. Susie Brooks Realtor. Open Court. And by Mediacom.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
With tender, all-white chicken breast that's baked, not fried, Happy Joe's new chicken cravers make good times to be together even better.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
What if someone had the power to make wireless better? The power to create simple plans so you could pick up the phone and talk when you wanted, where you wanted. And if you had questions, you got answers. What if someone had the power to make wireless better and that someone was you? Iowa Wireless is now iWireless, and the power to wireless better is in your hands with the power of I.
Make A.G. Edwards & Sons your choice for investment advice. At A.G. Edwards & Sons, we offer a wide variety of investment services designed to meet your specific needs. We have the experience and resources to help you with individual selection of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and certificates of deposit. Call us for a free financial review today. Located in the heart of downtown Cedar Rapids. A.G. Edwards & Sons Incorporated, member SIPC.
How do you remodel a bathroom in one day? With Ahern Rebath. Rebath bathtub liners are custom designed to fit over your existing bathtub without disturbing the walls, floor, or plumbing. Let Ahern and Rebath remodel your bathroom today.
Call the A-Team. Ahern Plumbing and Heating.
Welcome inside the U.S. Cellular Center, downtown Cedar Rapids. It is time for the starting lineups at Dubuque Senior and Linn-Mar. Here's the public address announcer, Andy Pantini.
We'd like to remind all our fans that tonight's game is sanctioned by the Iowa High School Athletic Association. And the Athletic Association emphasizes that sportsmanship is an expectation. So please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the fans be positive. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. For Linn-Mar, a 6'1" senior, number 10, Rob Hanna. And for Dubuque Senior, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Jordan Cole. For Linn-Mar, a 6'2" sophomore, number 23, Jason Bohannon. And for Dubuque Senior, a 5'5" sophomore, number 12, Taylor Blum. For Linn-Mar, a 5'11" senior, number 24, Austin Palm. And for Dubuque Senior, a 6'3" senior, number 13, Luke Kalb. For Linn-Mar, a 6'7" junior, number 45, Andy Kemple. And for Dubuque Senior, a 5'11" junior, number 22, Colby Steele. For the Lions, a 6'5" senior, number 50, Clark Anderson. And for the Rams, a 6'6" senior, number 31, Ed Frederick. The head coach for the Lions is Mark Hutchison. The head coach for Dubuque Senior is Wendo Eimers. Now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and honor America and join Andrew Ely in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So there you have the national anthem and tonight's starting lineups. Dubuque Senior at 17-6. Linn-Mar ranked number 2 in the state at 20-3. And Mark, Ed Frederick is a guy we'll keep an eye on for Dubuque Senior. 6'6" and a senior. He's going to have his hands full with the likes of Andy Kemple, Clark Anderson, and then Travis Nelson at 6'9" off the bench.
A lot of height on this Linn-Mar team, and a very unselfish team. If it's working from the outside, they'll drain it from the outside. If they get success on the inside, they'll go to the paint. So this Linn-Mar squad is really playing well together, and they're going to give Dubuque all they can handle.
Mark Hutchinson, the head coach of the Linn-Mar Lions. This was to be the year that Linn-Mar was going to go to state, and then a lot of talk about the draw they got in the Substate Regional, where they were taking care of the number 1 seeded North Scott. Wendell Eimers is the head coach of Dubuque Senior, kind of an unsung team. Don't know a lot about them, but they finished second to Washington in the conference. As Mark mentioned, had been on a Long winning streak. They've just lost one out of their last 11 contests, including a blowout against Waterloo East. Beat them by over 20 at the senior gymnasium earlier this year.
That's a feat in itself. Waterloo East could be explosive. And the Rams come out here in a tight man-to-man. Linn-Mar's looking to get it inside to Kemple. So far haven't been able to get that penetration pass.
Palm from 15. Frederick battles and comes down with it. And that's off Clark Anderson. That's one thing too, Mark. Every time we come down to the U.S. Cell Center, the shooting angles are much different than we see week in and week out at high school gyms, and we'll watch and see how the shooting percentages go here early, and if both teams elect to go inside.
Much bigger court. This is an NBA size court, and the games tend to produce a lot more running.
Linn-Mar very deep, play a lot of guys, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now sitting back in a 2-3 zone. Colby Steele is the leading scorer for Dubuque Senior. And Taylor Blum, the 5'5" sophomore.
He's not shy, is he? Just fired that one right up from NBA range.
Well, this is a very good three-point shooting team and long-range shooting team. As I mentioned, Colby Steele is averaging almost 14. Bohannon tries to get it back. Falls into the hands of Andy Kemple, and he lays it in.
Good work on the offensive glass by Andy Kemple. What great hands and footwork he has.
Steele's one to watch from behind the arc as well. Almost 33%. Blum kicks it out into the hands of Austin Palm. He has numbers. Good dish on the inside, but off of Linn-Mar. Tough pass to handle for Jason Bohannon.
And force that pass.
He had a couple of trailers there. It was actually 4-on-2, but tried to get it into the hands of the 6'2" sophomore Bohannon.
You can see on this big court, Rob, they want to run.
Baseline jumper is no good for Steele. His first look at the basket tonight. And quickly trying to get the ball inside to Hannah. Linn-Mar turns it again.
You talked about angles. That bounce pass could have been a product of the depth perception on this strange court. And 3 turnovers already here for the Lions early in the first period.
Well, both teams will expel a lot of energy here in the early going. Here's the three-pointer that is long by Blum. And Linn-Mar off again with Clark Anderson. So it's Hannah, Bohannon, Kemple, Anderson, and Palm. Palm, the 5'11" senior. Want to keep him off the line if you're Dubuque Senior, almost 90%. Kemple on the inside. Rebound taken up by Hannah. Blocked away, and he's fouled. They'll get Ed Frederick. That'll be his first and the team's first.
Good spin move there by Kemple. Couldn't get the bucket to drop. Hannah right there working the offensive glass.
Hannah, the 6'1" senior. Really been a stabilizer for Linn-Mar. Just solid night in and night out. And Hannah gives the Lions the lead at 4-3.
And now here they show a half-court trap.
Little token pressure. Good inside out. Passing by the Rams. Showing some patience here as Linn-Mar has wanted to play this game up tempo from the start.
The Linn-Mar fans chant, give them the boring chant.
On On the inside, wave off the basket, a charge will be called on Luke Kalb.
And the Linn-Mar Crazies are stationed right under the Dubuque Senior bucket. And this Linn-Mar fan section has really come into their own this season. The games at the Linn-Mar Gymnasium this winter have really been exciting. A packed house every night, and they've brought them out in force down to the U.S. South Center tonight.
Well, they've had a lot to cheer about with 20 victories. Anderson tried to go up and under and then posts. Here's Bohannon. Nice move on the baseline. Hannah with the assist.
Nice dish, kind of a backdoor screen there. And Hannah got it to Bohannon, who laid it in off the glass.
Off balance shot by Cole into the hands of the Lions. Anderson tries to regain, ball out of bounds. Touch last by Linn-Mar. 4 turnovers already for the Lions. But they've also been real hot on the boards, 5-1, particularly on the offensive glass.
Linn-Mar doing a great job of rebounding in that zone, really packing it in. Senior has not had any looks inside, been forced to put it up. They've only had 4 shots, and it's just been that 1-3 ball by Blum is so far that broke the ice for the Senior, and since then they've missed their last 3 shots.
Ryan Trelk into the game now for Dubuque Senior. 6'4" junior. They do have some size on the inside. Frederick kicks it back out. Linn-Mar really doing a good job extending that 2-3 defense. On the inside, Trilk off balance, and a travel will be called on Linn-Mar. Jay Hake into the game.
Just can't get into their rhythm here, even though they've got the lead. They're really trying to force the action. I think if they just slow it down a little bit, it might be a little steadier.
A lot of pressure in this game as everybody's thinking about Des Moines. It's tough to get settled in early.
Linn-Mar now with 7 rebounds to just 1 for the Rams.
And the Rams have had a difficult time, Mark, getting a good look at the basket. A lot of shots have been off balance. Hannah can't handle the pass, but then Dubuque Senior a little bit out of control as well, and it will be a jump ball, and the arrow will go to Senior.
Linn-Mar turnovers are keeping the Rams in this game, 6-3. The Lions zone is clearly giving the Rams problems here, but they can't handle the ball themselves. 6 turnovers now for the Lions here.
And Senior has showed some opportunities here to try to get good shots, be patient, but they just haven't done it. When they try to slip the ball inside, Linn-Mar has converged very, very well. Palm for 3. Into the hands of Colby Steele. Leading scorer has yet to get a real good look at the basket. He's 0 for 1. He'll try a 3-pointer that is just long. Frederick can't get the rebound. Travis Nelson does, and here come the Lions. Looking to run, batted out of bounds. Lion basketball.
Now their game plan is clearly to force the action, and that's what they continue to do.
Trying to get some easy looks inside, too, in transition.
Nelson and Kemple continue to do a good job in the paint. Rams just overmatched when it comes to rebounding.
That's why I said in the beginning that Ed Frederick is going to get all he wants.
Got his hands full.
The lone 6'6" player up front for Dubuque Senior. Bohannon into the hands of Jordan Cole. That one for Jason was halfway down the cylinder.
Behind the NBA 3 line again. There's another Lion rebound. 10 rebounds here in the first quarter for Linn-Mar.
It has been one and done for Senior as we go under a minute here in the first. Pass was too late as Hake had Travis Nelson wide open on the block. You saw right there on the left block. That time Hake took too long to make the read as the double team came. But Linn-Mar will have possession as Kemple comes back into the game, as does Luke Kell.
Now the Rams made their first shot attempt of the game, that long 3-ball by Taylor Blum. They've missed their last 7 in a row and still just have that tray on the board as their only tally.
Kemple wide open on the inbounds play. He now has 4, the 6'7" junior. Boy, has he come on the last couple of months.
Let's take a look here at Andy Kemple in the lane. Nice delay move. Kisses it off the glass, the easy lay-in, and Linn-Mar really starting to assert themselves.
And Kemple picks up Linn-Mar's first personal foul. Lions up 5. Nice dish on the inside, but with the strip, there's Austin Palm. Palm, another tough pass on the inside, and Senior comes away with it. See if Cole takes it by himself. 3 if it goes. The tip is no good, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. So Linn-Mar using that inside game, not only pounding the Rams on the board, but got some easy looks in the paint. After 1, Linn-Mar 8, Senior 3.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
With tender, all-white chicken breast that's baked, not fried, Happy Joe's new chicken cravers make good times to be together even better.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
Hey, Rob, what do you, your mother being a...
There you look at the road to the Substate final. Dubuque Senior defeated Clinton at 59-43, a tough Clinton team, and then Pleasant Valley, who was the #1 seed in the Substate, 56-44. Linn-Mar, easy victory over Hempstead, then that classic 1-2 matchup when the Lions defeated North Scott at 61-59. That's a semifinal game in Des Moines that was played as basically a district final.
The Rams just 1 for 9 from the field in the first quarter, 11% shooting. Their only bucket, a 3-ball by Taylor Blum. Linn-Mar 3 out of 9, 33%, 0 for 3 from behind the 3-point arc.
Kemple picks up the loose ball and puts it in off the Hannah miss, and Andy Kemple really asserting himself underneath with 6 points.
Lions out-rebounded the Rams 11-3 in that first period, but also had 7 turnovers to just 3 for Dubuque. And that's why the score is not a wider margin than it could be.
Jeff Hyatt into the game for Dubuque Senior. This is on his first 3-ball attempt. So Senior tried to go inside, didn't have much success. Now they're trying to launch threes. That's been the Linn-Mar defense, and then just 1 shot and done by Senior. Kemple attracts 2, and Palm misfires from 3-point range. Kemple did a good job getting rid of the basketball as he saw the double team was coming.
Heady ball player, just a smart decision. Saw he was overmatched and set it back up.
And a blocking foul will be called, and Jordan Cole will come to the free throw line.
Cole out of control there. Got in the air. Bit slow to get up.
Well, you're right, Mark. He had nowhere to go and just kind of thrashed in there. And Kemple will pick up his second.
The stripe there said that he did not have position.
So Cole finally gets Senior off 3 points.
That's Kemple's second foul. He'll have to have a seat for a while here, and he's been a big part of this Lion offense.
But it's not bad when you can bring 6'9" in off the bench. At Travis Nelson. Linn-Mar up 5. Dubuque Senior with just 1 field goal so far. Nelson trying to post against Frederick on the inside. 3-pointer Bohannon. Jason starts cold from the outside.
Lions 0 for 5 from behind the stripe. Frederick says, great, I got Kemple out. Now they bring in a 6'9" Nelson. They say, oh man, is this a bargain?
Nice hesitation on the inside. Luke Kalb, the 6'3" senior, gets his first basket. Now Dubuque Senior starting to get some rhythm offensively. Inside, great look as Anderson found Travis Nelson. Anderson did most of the work on the baseline. Got his man in the air, and then Travis Nelson right under the basket.
What a dish. This Lions squad just distributes the ball so unselfishly. They find that open man. They just play so well together, a well-oiled unit.
Linn-Mar by 5, and cutting that will be Colby Steele. That's his first tray of the night and first points. So Senior now has scored 7 points here in the quarter. And that is exactly what Wendell Eimers wanted to see. And Senior gets the ball back.
Linn-Mar just needs to extend this zone and pick up those Ram shooters. They can't allow him to shoot that tray. Clearly they want to shoot it from out there.
Jordan Cole off the dribble. So Senior really finding the range here in quarter number 2. They've knotted this game at 12, and here's a steal. Cole wisely backs it up. Linn-Mar did a good job getting back on defense. Three-pointer steal, and going to be over the back, called on Clark Anderson.
Tough call there.
Jay Hake returns. Rob Hanna will sit down. Also Ryan Trilk back into the game. Off the inbounds play, the ball comes into Jay Hake's hands. Hake has started many games this year. Solid player. Here's Palm against Blum, the 5'5" sophomore. Nelson has it stripped. Blum comes away with it, goes right to the rack.
Oh, what a circus shot.
And one.
This sophomore is exciting. He lights it up. He's the quarterback of the squad, runs it from the point, and how about that? 360 reverse lay-in the paint at 5'5" in the middle of that Linn-Mar defense. Boy, what a play there by Taylor Blum.
Boy, he just made the steal and went coast to coast as Linn-Mar takes a 30-second timeout. Now watch this, Mark. I mean, this is what it's all about here, and getting up and down the court.
Coast to coast, just out of the pack. Look at that, throws it up over his head. Unbelievable.
So the foul will be Clark Anderson. That will be his second. So 2 Linn-Mar starters with 2 personals.
You know, and after trailing 8-3 at the quarter break, the Rams now outscored Linn-Mar 11-4, and clearly the Lions miss Kemple. I mean, the whole scope of the game, the tone of the game has changed since Kemple went to the bench with his second foul.
And Senior really starting to make some tough shots offensively. There's a look at Taylor Blum. He now has 6. So Dubuque Senior has their biggest lead, and the ball will stay with the Lions.
I think you got to give the Rams credit here. They've gone to this man, stayed in the man. Colby Steele has pretty much denied Bohannon.
Hake gets the roll. And Bohannon has been well defended.
Steele's just in his shirt and has been the entire first half. Bohannon's got 2 points on that nice backdoor screen. Other than that, he's been silent and really hasn't had his shots.
But has done a much better job in letting the game come to him. Rebound taken down by Anderson. Bohannon, great look to Hake.
There's that transition game. They just continue to push and push and push. Despite the fact they've got 9 turnovers, they're going to continue to go and force the action.
Yeah, Bohannon will be a marked man. He had 26 against North Scott, as well as the Linn-Mar leading scorer. Had a great year. Inside, Frederick gives it up, and there's a steal by Palm. Bohannon has it swatted away, and then a great save by Senior off Linn-Mar.
What a play. Jordan Cole blocked Bohannon's shot in midair, grabbed the loose ball before he went out of bounds, bounced it off Bohannon, and it'll go the Rams' way. Unbelievable effort there by Jordan Cole.
Senior, a very athletic, quick team. Get back on defense. Frederick out high. Now the lob play on the inside, and a hold will be called on Linn-Mar as they tried to post up Luke Kalb. So the foul's starting to mount for the Lions.
I thought Blum forced that pass. Oh, what a great look off the inbounds play.
Frederick wide open, gets his first basket. Fouls are 5-2. Linn-Mar with 5, Senior with 2, and Rob Hanna from behind the arc.
First three-pointer for the Lions. They come up shy on their first 5 attempts.
Whistle underneath after the missed shot. We'll see if we get a foul on the Lions. We'll get Austin Palm for a push. That'll be his first and just the 6th team foul. So next one and the bonus for the Rams. Linn-Mar up 2. Dubuque Senior has led by as many as 3. Wide open 3 is long into the hands of Bohannon, and he has it stripped, but Linn-Mar regains. Hanna wide open and 1.
Look at this dish here, and then the screen right by him. What a great screen there by Blum, I believe it was. Or excuse me, Jay Hake.
So Hanna will come to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And the foul goes on Luke Kalb, and that is his 3rd. So Hanna having a big first half with 8 points.
Both teams a perfect 3 for 3 from the line so far here in the game.
Frederick loses control of it, but Senior digs it back up. Under 1 minute to go in the first half. Lob pass, Frederick goes up and gets the roll as he was falling to the ground.
Kind of a prayer he put up there and had just enough on it to sneak over the side of the rim.
And here's Steele. As Linn-Mar now with 10 turnovers here in the first half. Mickens into the game, gets the rebound. Hannah feeds inside. Hake wide open, tries to get it to Mickens, but into the hands of Steele. And then stripped from behind by Austin Palm. Boy, has there been some plays here, Mark, in the first half.
Two very athletic teams.
There's Travis Nelson re-entering the game. And Rob Hanna will take a break. As sitting down will be Jeff Hyatt for Dubuque Senior.
Better hurry.
Let's see if
Better
Senior
hurry.
doesn't understand how much time's left. And then Palm strips it as Dubuque Senior could not get a shot off. What a first half of basketball. Senior had a 3-point lead at one time, but that is now the margin as Linn-Mar leads it 22-19. We'll be back. U.S. Sailor Center after this.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
With tender, all-white chicken breast that's baked, not fried, Happy Joe's new chicken cravers make good times to be together even better.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
Hey, Rob, what do you think about your mother being in the real estate?
Well, I tell you what, every time I talk to her, she tells me how much she's enjoying it and having a good time, and we've always prided ourselves on doing the right thing, and she's doing that for her clients.
And she takes a very personal interest in each and every client. So why don't you take our advice and see Susie Brooks about your real estate needs? Susie Brooks at 721-4448.
Welcome back to downtown Cedar Rapids at the U.S. Cellular Center, the Substate Final. It is the Linn-Mar Lions 22, Dubuque Senior 19 at the half after Dubuque Senior got down 8-3, much better in the second quarter. Let's take a look at our halftime statistics. And for the field goal percentage, that has come way up since early on. Dubuque Senior was at 11% after one quarter, got it to 36, and Linn-Mar really been thrashing around inside well at 47. Or you look at the steals, then the rebounds. We've talked about continually how Linn-Mar has had the advantage there, but in transition, Linn-Mar has also turned it 11 times. Dubuque Senior playing more patient, just 4. Let's take a look at our Happy Joe's first half highlights. And the pace was fast for the Linn-Mar Lions at the outset. There is Andy Kemple, 2 of his 6 points. And Dubuque Senior got things going, and Colby Steele hit that 3-pointer. He's their leading scorer. Beautiful look. Jay Hake finishes off the pass from Jason Bohannon. Lob pass into Frederick, falling away, gets it to go. Ed had 4 points. So that is it at the half. Linn-Mar by 3. Back with quarter number 3 in just a moment. The high school basketball game of the week is presented by Happy Joe's Pizza. Great times to be together. Iowa Wireless. A.G. Edwards. Ahern Plumbing and Heating. Caldwell Banker Hedges, Susie Brooks, Realtor. Open Court. And by MediaCom.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
With tender, all-white white chicken breast that's baked, not fried. Happy Joe's new chicken cravers make good times to be together even better.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
What if someone had the power to make wireless better? The power to look at things differently, to treat people differently. So you could talk to a real person when you had a question. And you could have your say here and everywhere. What if someone had the power to make wireless better? And that someone was you. Iowa Wireless is now iWireless. Now you've got the power of I.
U.S. Cellular Center, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Rob Brooks along with Mark Nolan, and we are at the half. Just about set for third quarter action. Linn-Mar and Dubuque Senior. A ticket to Des Moines at stake. For the Lions, they have been led by Rob Hanna with 8. Andy Kimple with 6. Jay Hake has 4. For Dubuque Seniors, you get a look at the starting 5 for the Lions. The 5'5" sophomore Taylor Blum has 6. Ed Frederick, 6'6" senior with 4, and Kobe Steele has 3. It'll be Hannah, Bohannon, Kemple, Anderson, Palm, the starting 5 for Linn-Mar, and Kobe Steele for 3. He starts along with Ed Frederick, Luke Kalb, Taylor Blum, and Jordan Cole. All 5 starters have scored for Dubuque Senior.
It's something on the court here. Here's Kobe Steele.
That inside-out game, Mark, that it looks like Senior loves to play. Attract the defense on the inside as soon as it goes into the lane. At left, the leading scorer for the Rams, Kobe Steele, wide open.
Linn-Mar's zone has done a good job of shutting off the middle, but they have not been able to pick up and identify the outside shooters for the Rams. Oh, yes.
Bohannon wide open on the inside. The 6'2" sophomore gets his second goal. Trying to work the high post with Luke Kalb. There's a 3-point attempt that is long by Blum. Here goes Austin Palm, and that's going to be goaltending on Dubuque Senior. So Austin Palm gets his first basket.
Good pass from Bohannon. Lays it up and in. Clearly a goaltend.
Jordan Cole up there for Dubuque Senior, wiping the glass. Yeah, credit Jason Bohannon too. I mean, when they get set to run, Mark, his eyes are focused down court. He's not looking down at the ball, and he has found not only Hake for a big hoop, but also there Austin Palm.
Head up, eyes down court.
Frederick too strong, but tips in. His own miss at Frederick, now with 6. Linn-Mar up 2. Led by 5 at the end of 1.
Look at that explosion to the bucket.
Mark Anderson gets his first basket. Going to see especially the seniors, Mark, in the second half of this game start to play with a little more focus, a little more intensity. This could be the last time they step foot on the court, and it starts to get in your head about this juncture of the game. Most coaches will tell you this is the most pressure-packed game of the season, even more so than the state tournament.
Just the pressure to get to Des Moines.
That's exactly right.
Is what wears on you.
Nice move on the inside. Rebound taken down by Cole, and boy, did he get up in the air for that one. Lions by 4.
Frederick kind of lost the handle on that pass back to Blum.
Steele for 3. Ring it up for Kobe Steele. He has 9, all from behind the arc.
Again, the quick passing of the Rams produced an open steal, and Linn-Mar's zone couldn't attach to him quick enough, and he drained it.
He gets his feet set. He has rang the buzzer. And a foul called on the inside on the Rams.
Dubuque now 4 of 11 from behind the three-point line.
Obi Steele Hanna did not get out in time. Tried to get some help from the top. And the third three-pointer by Steele. Frederick picks up his second. Dubuque Senior takes a short timeout, 30-second timeout. So Frederick has a basket. And Steele with a couple of threes here for the 17-6. Dubuque Senior Rams, who have been on a roll. They have lost just one game since January 27th, and that was to the Washington Warriors on February 13th. Since then, they have reeled off 6 in a row. Height comes in for the Rams. And for Linn-Mar, they have not lost since the 20th of January. That was to Dubuque Wahlert by 3. 30-second timeout taken again by the Linn-Mar Lions, as Dubuque Senior has pulled to within 1. In the second half, Anderson has a basket, Austin Palm a hoop in transition, and Jason Bohannon.
Look at Mark Hutchinson. Pretty special squad in Marion this year.
And they've got some seniors, some juniors, and a sophomore. So this isn't going to be one and done for the Linn-Mar Lions.
That'll be Jason Bohannon going to the line. Fouled in the act of shooting.
Hyatt will pick up his first and the team's second. Here's a good look at the super sophomore, Jason Bohannon, looking for his 5th point. As we mentioned, Linn-Mar beat Dubuque Senior in double overtime, 69-66, in the team's only regular season meeting on the 16th of January. Dubuque Senior looking for their first trip to Des Moines since 1979. Palm with the steal. Boy, he stayed after that. Bohannon gets in the lane, and right there Kemple misses the tip, goes after the rebound, digs it up and pounds it home. Andy Kemple, first basket of the second half, now with 8. So Hake comes in, gives Kemple a breather. Boy, do the Lions mix it up underneath there, Mark.
20 rebounds now here. We're just halfway through the third quarter. They've doubled up the Rams in the rebounding department, 20-10.
Here's Steele with a couple of three-pointers here in the third. Works some offense off the high post, and a foul will be called on Bohannon as Blum went up for a three-pointer. So in the act of shooting, Blum, we'll see if he gets 3 shots or it's after the shot. That'll be Jason's first foul, and 3 free throws for Taylor Blum. Blum had 6 points in the first half, including that memorable coast-to-coast explosion into the lane where he flipped it behind his head and got it to go.
Both teams still perfect from the free throw line. Both teams 5 for 5 from the charity stripe here in the third period. Just calmly drains 3 in a row. Never touched iron.
And that pulls Dubuque Senior to within 2. Bohannon now working the point. Stops from 19. Rebound, Hanna on the weak side. Nobody blocked out Rob Hanna. Into double figures now with 10. Plum, nice recognition to go down the lane, but lost it to Bohannon. Fires it ahead, and a whistle will be called. Anderson will shoot 2.
He went down hard.
Jeff Hyatt will pick up his second. Well, that's the way to foul a guy if he's going up for an easy deuce. Don't allow him to get through you and get a chance at the three-point play.
Now, Hyatt was clearly going to make Clark Anderson earn that 2 points.
Anderson looking for his 4th point. Linn-Mar extends that lead to 6 as we go under 3 here in the 3rd. Clark Anderson had a big night against North Scott. 4 of 7 from the floor with 12 points. Inside, nice touch by Ed Frederick. Nice little move into the middle of the lane, and Frederick now has 8.
Strong, well-measured move by Frederick.
That time, no hesitation. Hake can't control the pass, but then digs it up. Hanna gets into the lane. Palm for 3. Long rebound into the hands of Anderson. That middle still wide open. Nice pass, and another great pass. Frederick with the block. Anderson now, and Linn-Mar just killing Dubuque Senior on the offensive glass. Anderson now with 6, and credit Linn-Mar for keeping that ball alive. Whistle inside as Kalb made his move to the basket. That'll be Austin Palm, his 2nd. And bring Luke Kalb to the free throw line. 6'3" senior with 2 points.
First free throw missed by either team. They had gone a combined 13 for 13 until that miss.
Frederick gets a blow. And Jordan Cole comes back in for senior.
Linn-Mar with 13 field goal attempts here in the 3rd quarter. They only had 19 in the entire first half.
So Kalb now with 3 points. Linn-Mar up by 5. Anderson thought about it. Inside, Hake gives it off. And then Hanna double teamed. Tough pass to make. Bohannon couldn't handle it. And Linn-Mar now turns it over for the 12th time.
But only their first turnover in this period after having 11 in the first half. So they look to have solved that piece of the puzzle that really bugged them in the first half.
Good denial defense by Hanna, then quickly ahead to Palm. Austin with the left hand. Nice change of direction by Austin Palm. He now has 4.
It was Hanna's hustle that set that up, though.
No doubt about that. And then the vision to get the ball down court. Charge on Cole.
Seven-point margin now for the Lions. I think that's the biggest margin so far in the game.
Andy Kemple comes back in, replacing Clark Anderson. Outstanding work by Clark here in the 3rd quarter with 6 points. And really dominated on the rebounding end as well.
You wonder if fatigue isn't starting to become a factor here for this Ram squad. Big court, and Linn-Mar's clearly forced the action. Probably had more players in the game than Dubuque has, so they could be getting a little weary.
Seniors gone to 8, but mainly it's been the 5 starters. 30 seconds left to go. Lions look content to go for 1. And the pass out of the reach of Andy Kemple. So Senior will have 8.2 to work with to try to cut into that big lead of 7 points. See if Blum takes it. Gets into the lane, but is stripped by Hanna. And 3 quarters in the books. The Linn-Mar Lions 8 minutes away from heading to Des Moines.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
At Happy Joe's, our specialty pizzas have always been our special. Make tonight a special night with one of our famous specialty pizzas from Happy Joe's.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
Get the job done right. Call the A-Team. Ahern.
Ahern Plumbing is the place to call with any problem. No job is too big or small for the A-Team. Ahern can remodel any type of plumbing system, whether you want a new bathroom, kitchen, or new addition, industrial or commercial. Ahern does it all. The A-Team is now offering drain cleaning days and nights at daily service rates.
Call the A-Team. Ahern. Ahern Plumbing and Heating.
U.S. Cellular Center, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Rob Brooks along with Mark Nolan underway here in the 4th quarter. Linn-Mar with a 13-game winning streak. And Dubuque Senior has won 12 of 13. Dubuque Senior has not been to Des Moines since 1979. The Linn-Mar Lions looking for their 2nd tournament berth and 1st since 1993. And Clark Anderson keeps it up-tempo, now with 8 points in the half.
How about that feed from Jason Bohannon, though, over the top, all in one motion, the alley-oop. Great pass from Bohannon.
And he has been the assist man, sharp with it all night long. 3-pointer goes for Dubuque Senior. Jeff Hyatt gets his first basket. Mentioned the Lions did go and win the Class 3A state championship in 1983. Todd Lumsden was the star on that team, the state's Mr. Basketball that year. Hanna, maybe one too many passes, but it will stay with the Lions.
Let's look at this over-the-top alley-oop by Jason Bohannon, just right there.
Beautifully called play by Mark Hutchinson to start things here in the 4th quarter. As you get a look at Ed Frederick. Inside Kemple off the inbounds. Linn-Mar has just gotten exactly what they wanted to out of inbounds plays. Kemple now into double figures with 10. Every possession now starting to count as we near the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Linn-Mar has really cranked up the defense here in the 2nd half. Inside, off the glass, Luke Kelb. He now has 5. Big hoop there for Senior.
Good work in the paint by Kelb. Senior just kind of hanging around, 6-point deficit.
Blocking foul will be called on Senior.
"15 of Senior's 38 points have come from behind the 3-point stripe. 5 of 13 so far in the game, and then 7 points at the line. So 22 of their 38 points at the free throw line and 3-pointers.
5 fouls now on Dubuque Senior. Linn-Mar with 2. And Linn-Mar extends that lead to 8. Frederick from 15. Rebound down to Hanna. Nobody there to rebound for Senior. Bohannon in the lane.
Call the charge
on Jason Bohannon. He elevated, got the shot to go. The Senior had good position with Frederick. Trying to go straight up. Not much room to come down, though, with Ed Frederick sitting right there. Timeout on the court. Full timeout taken as Linn-Mar leads 46-38. I want to thank our sponsors of our high school basketball game of the week all season long, and here they are for you. The high school basketball game of the week is presented by Happy Joe's Pizza. Great times to be together. Iowa Wireless. A.G. Edwards. Ahern Plumbing and Heating. Caldwell Banker Hedges. Susie Brooks Realtor. Open Court. And by Mediacom.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
With tender, all-white chicken breast that's baked, not fried, Happy Joe's new chicken cravers make good times to be together even better.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
Dubuque Senior with the basketball, down 8. Three-point attempt is good. Colby Steele with a man in his face. Hits it anyway, his 4th three-pointer, now with 12 points. Big hoop there for the Rams.
Pulls them to within 5. They just won't go away.
On the inside, Kemple misfires into the hands of Kolb, who has been playing much better here in the second half, particularly on the boards. No panic in Senior. Just down by 5 points. Inside, Frederick gets position and gets into double figures with 10.
Now just a 3-point advantage. All of a sudden, 8 turns into 3.
After a 3-pointer by Steele and the basket inside by Ed Frederick. Really like the patience that the Rams have shown on their last 2 possessions. After getting down 8, no panic. Kemple, Anderson, right back Hanna. He has been wide open all night long.
Do they just find that open man every time? They are so good at distributing the ball.
They sure are tonight. Make that extra pass in the lane. Baseline jump shot for Steele. That's his first hoop inside the 3-point arc. shot by Bohannon. After Linn-Mar had all sorts of success going inside. Now to tie it up. Jeff Hyatt with his second three-pointer. And Dubuque Senior storms back into this game to tie it at 48.
5 field goals here in the fourth period. 3 of them 3 balls. They've made their last threes in a row. This one swisharoo, and we got a brand new ball game. After just a few minutes ago, the Lions looked to have stretched their lead to 8.
The lead was 8. Mark at the 5-minute mark. Now with 2:48 left in regulation, we are tied at 48 with 2 3 balls, 1 by Steele, 1 by Jeff Hyatt, and then Ed Frederick on the inside.
Good timeout by Mark Hutchinson. Got to steal this momentum back from the Rams. Clearly, Linn-Mar looks a little shell-shocked here after just leading by 8 moments ago.
Really had control of the tempo, control of the game, and Dubuque Senior storms back. See what Linn-Mar does out of the timeout. Usually have been pretty successful going inside. Anderson. Rebound taken down by Ed Frederick.
There's a chance for Dubuque to regain a lead they haven't had since it was 3-zip to open the ball game.
And like you mentioned, Mark, a couple of minutes ago, they're just hanging around, waiting to make their move, and they've made it. See how patient they are. Steele into the hands of Rob Hanna. Colby had a good look at it. Under 2 minutes to go. Tied at 48.
That's just the second rebound for the Lions in the quarter, but that's because Dubuque has only missed 2 field goal attempts in the quarter. 5 out of 7 from the field.
Austin Palm doesn't get the roll. Hanna goes up and will come to the free throw line. Offensive board work by Rob Hanna. And he'll get a couple.
Linn-Mar has out-rebounded Dubuque 28-12, and you would think you'd have a commanding lead in a game like that, but that's what 14 turnovers will do for you.
Steele gets his first. Hanna misses. Andy Kemple back in.
First free throw that Linn-Mar has missed the entire game. They were 7 for 7 up to that point.
Mark Hutchinson looks on. These two teams played a double overtime game. Won by the Lions at 69-66. Hanna now with 13. Frederick trying to post up on the inside. Anderson face guarding him, and a timeout will be taken by Dubuque Senior. That's a full timeout. Little step aside with 1:24 left. Linn-Mar by 1.
Have it here or have it there. Happy Joe's is made to share. Good times to be together. Happy Joe's. Please, 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 please.
With tender, all-white chicken breast that's baked, not fried, Happy Joe's new chicken cravers make good times to be together even better.
Good times to be together. Happy Joe's.
It's time to lace them up and bring your best game to open court. Sign up now and play unlimited basketball for just $20 a month. Noon games, night games, weekends, anytime, just $20. So go get your friends and sign up now. Open Court is also signing up fall leagues and fall court rentals. Call to reserve your spot today. Want more? Right now, full facility memberships are as low as $25 a month. Get the gym, cardio, strength, aerobics, racquetball, and more. Open Court on Blair's Ferry, where sports and fitness meet.
So right after the Dubuque Senior timeout, we'll see what Wendell Eimers and the Rams come up with. Down 1 after the Hanna made free throw. And Frederick is fouled on the inside. Nice lob play inside. Frederick had good position.
Good foul by the Lions will not send the Rams to the line. In fact, they've only got 3 team fouls here.
Anderson's third, team fouls fourth. Wide open. Frederick missed it, and a whistle will be called on. It's going to be against Linn-Mar. It's going to go against Andy Kemple. Kemple thought that he was fouled by Luke Kelb, but it's going to go against Linn-Mar and a shooting foul. So Frederick had a pretty good look on the inside, and Kelb on the weak side to get the rebound. Bohannon replaces Mickens. So the 6'3" senior to try to tie this game at 49. Kelb now with 6.
Well, we said the last meeting between these two teams went double overtime. This game has all the makings of exactly the same result.
Now foul will put into operation the 1-1 for the Lions.
I think they're going to work the ball around and call a timeout with about 15 seconds left here.
Or just make sure they get the last shot. Probably put the ball in Palm's hands or Bohannon. See what happens. Here's Palm with 10 seconds.
They'll make their move here any second.
Has to go one-on-one. It is blocked away, and there's a foul, a grab on Palm against Colby Steele. With 2.8 seconds left, clearly grabbed his jersey from behind. But that is only the 5th team foul on Linn-Mar.
Oh, is that huge? Not in, one in the bonus. Will not send Dubuque to the line. Austin Palm. That's just the 16th foul, so it'll be possession behind the half-court stripe for the Rams.
So they had a foul to give. So Dubuque Senior, the timeout. You'll be able to get a look here at this Colby Steele as Palm tried to get the ball to Rob Hanna. Let's take a look here.
Looks like he slips as he tries to enter the paint. Got the matchup they wanted on the 5-5 Blum with Austin Palm. Looks like he slips right there.
And then went right into the double team, and Steele was waiting for him, and then the foul, but that's just the 16th foul.
Good foul.
Yeah, so that's
good
no
foul.
problem. Yep.
Now they've got under 3 seconds to go from behind half court to get off a shot, or we're going to overtime.
Really plenty of time to catch the ball, take a dribble, and get a decent look.
What a composed effort by Dubuque Senior in this game to come back from that 8-point deficit in the 4th period.
Here's Steele. Doesn't get it to go at the buzzer. We go to overtime. Well, you talk about composure too, Mark. I mean, Steele, I thought he said, you better get this up, but was able to take a couple, 3 dribbles and get a decent look at it.
Even kind of hung in the air.
Linn-Mar ball to start the overtime period. Linn-Mar had an 8-point lead with 5 minutes left to go in regulation. With 2:48 left, Senior tied it up at 48. So each team just made 1 free throw in the final 2:48. Here's Bohannon. Just with 6 points, tries to add to it. Rebound to Kemple. He goes up strong off the glass, and a charge will be called on Andy Kemple.
He can't believe that call.
That's 2 in a row. He's been really close calls.
His 4th foul.
And that's a 17 foul, but of course it's an offensive, so it will be ball possession for Dubuque Senior. The senior has shown some real patience, and a hold will be called on the inside as they tried that lob play to Ed Frederick, who I think has been outstanding tonight.
Done a terrific job. He's gone against Kemple, Anderson, Nelson, Hake. I mean, Linn-Mar's run every player at him. He's played in almost the entire game. He's got to be gassed, but he just keeps coming at you.
And tries to give Dubuque Senior a lead in overtime. The 6'6" senior now has 11.
And again, their first lead since the opening bucket.
Frederick now with 12. He joins Colby Steele as 2 players in double figures for the Rams, looking for their first state tournament berth since 1979. Bohannon for 3. Tip, what a tip by Anderson with the left hand. That ties it up at 51. Three-point attempt is off the mark. Blum couldn't hit it. Linn-Mar comes down with it. Palm with the rebound. Immediately get into the offense. Hanna trying to get free on the wing, but he has Colby Steele in his shorts. And here's Bohannon now against Jeff Hyatt. Under 2 to go in the first overtime. Inside Anderson, and he'll come to the line. Mark Anderson in the second half, Mark, in the overtime, 10 points.
And just battling down there. Calling for the ball in the lane, leaning on his man. Temple got it to him, and he was able to draw the foul. He'll go to the line and get 2.
Luke Kalb now with 4 personal fouls. Mark Anderson, the 6'5" senior. That puts the Lions up 1. Linn-Mar with a 2-point lead.
10 out of 11 from the line here.
Haven't had a lot of free throws shot, but they have counted. In and out for Steele. Rebound taken down by Hanna. Let's see if Linn-Mar takes their time here. Anderson to Kemple.
Great play.
Lions up 4.
Kind of lulled you to sleep. They looked like they're going to go into the stall with the 2-point lead, and threw the Rams out immediately. Inserted it, drove the paint, found Kemple.
And there Mark is a 6'5" post player out dribbling the ball and then finding Kemple.
Just baited him.
Distracted the defense, and Andy Kemple laid it in. So Anderson and Kemple have combined for 24 points.
Four-point margin now for the Lions. So this will take 2 possessions by the Rams.
And they've been down before in this game and come back. Let's see if they try to get a 3-pointer or go for a quick 2 with 1:07 left to go in the first overtime.
Look at Ed Frederick, got his arm around the official, just trying to make a point with him. any kind of advantage he can get. You wonder at this point if he's leaning on him, just trying to catch his breath.
Plum inside to Frederick, attracts the double team, goes after it, and just can't come up with it. Linn-Mar basketball. Frederick attracted the double team, didn't go up as strong that time as he has earlier in the game.
Yeah, Dubuque knows they have to foul now, and indeed they do.
And it will be on Steele and bring Austin Palm to the free throw line. And as you mentioned, Mark, Linn-Mar has been very solid at the line tonight.
Well, two here would force the Rams into 2 3-balls unless they manage the clock very efficiently.
Austin Palm shoots it from the line at 87%. Called timeout, full timeout taken by the Lions. We'll step aside, Linn-Mar up. U.S. Cellular Center, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Rob Brooks along with Mark Nolan. Sub-state final. We will punch 1 ticket to Des Moines. Palm calmly hits the second free throw. Those are huge to give Linn-Mar a 6-point lead.
12 out of 13 in the game, 4 for 4 in the overtime.
Senior needs a 3. Ball knocked out of bounds and then saved. What a save by Senior. And this time it's in the hands of Hanna. Gives it to Palm, and he is fouled by Jeff Hyatt. That'll be his 4th. The Senior had a couple of looks at it. Just couldn't get the 3 ball to go.
32 rebounds now for the Linn-Mar Lions.
So the Linn-Mar faithful sense that this season will move on. And I think the injury occurred.
That's Colby Steele.
Yeah, Colby Steele.
Get the shoe off now.
So Austin Palm to the free throw line. And Senior comes away with it. They're not down, just 6. Hyatt doesn't hit anything. And the ball goes out of bounds, but Senior will have it.
Running out of ticks on the clock, though. They've got to get 2 threes in here somehow in 15 seconds.
And Linn-Mar knows it and is going to get up and deny it. And Blum loses it. The quick hands of Austin Palm smartly just pulls it out.
That's your ball game.
So for the first time since 1983 state championship team, the Lions on to Des Moines. The final in overtime. Linn-Mar 57, Dubuque Senior 51. Stick around, post-game show, and Washington Jefferson coming up. Time, Linn-Mar advances to the state tournament with a hard-fought 57-51 victory over Dubuque Senior. Let's take a look at our Happy Joe's second half highlights and into the overtime. Dubuque Senior fought back. Colby Steele hits that 3-pointer. That's 3 of his 14. And then on the offensive glass, Rob Hanna, 2 of his 13. He was outstanding all night long. Called play as Clark Anderson gets 2 of his 12. And then the comeback was mounted by Dubuque Senior. 3-pointer off the bench by Jeff Hyatt. And then we go to the overtime. The key play, Anderson finds Andy Kemple. And they worked their magic, and that was a huge basket. And Linn-Mar will move on to the state tournament, shooting 45% from the floor. out-rebounded Senior 32-14. It really calmed down the turnovers in the second half. Hanna with 13, Anderson with 12, Kemple with 12. Let's head over to Mark Nolan and some of the Happy Lions.
Headed for Des Moines, a special squad in Marion. Coach Mark Hutchison, these Linn-Mar Lions and Dubuque Rams pretty evenly matched. 2 games this year and 3 overtimes. They just wouldn't go away.
Tell you what, those guys are fighters. They're very, very tough competitors. We had a tough time with them both times that we played them, and they just have the right mix to give us trouble. They shoot the ball very well. They've got a very strong inside game. Some pretty athletic kids out there.
You guys just dominated on the boards, but between their outside shooting and your turnovers, that's what produced a very evenly matched contest.
Yeah, you know, I think we were really pressing early in the game. We turned the ball over a few times. It's uncharacteristic for us. This was a big game, you know. It's one of those where the kids are a little bit tight, a little, you know, they're wound up a little bit. Honestly, I think when we get to the state tournament, some of those nerves will have gone away because this is a big venue.
Didn't seem to have your outside game tonight, but the inside game was certainly strong.
Well, Dubuque Senior had something to do with the outside game. You know, they were getting after us pretty good, but we did have some open looks, and we did knock it down. Again, I felt like we were a little bit tight, but bottom line is the kids stepped up and competed and got it done.
I think, you know, from the start of the season, I think a lot of people expected you to be exactly in the position that you're in. Talk about the pressure to get to where you are now.
Well, it is true. You know, we had some guys coming back from a 14-9 squad last year that finished the season very strong with a big end-of-season run, and you know, there were high expectations. We have you know, Jason Bohannon coming on the team, and anyway, I just think that there was some pressure early on. The kids handled it extremely well. You know, lost a couple early games, but fought back and had a big run at the end of the season. I think that's maybe 14 in a row.
Great game, great look in Des Moines. Let's talk to a couple of your seniors.
Very good, thank you.
Clark Anderson, strong work on the inside tonight. I thought you guys, as usual, really distributed the ball, but great leadership from a couple of seniors. And talk about how that experience and poise helped in the overtime particularly.
Well, I think the whole game they really worked hard on taking away Jason Bohannon's shot, and they were right in his shorts. I mean, didn't give him anything, and he had to work for anything that he did get. So it helped a lot for the rest of us to step up and do a little bit for him. So just moving the ball around and setting great picks and stuff, and getting the ball inside really helps. So
pretty special, this team going to Des Moines, and good way to cap off a senior season.
Yeah, that's great. Hopefully we can keep this thing rolling and go as far as we want. So
let's talk to your running mate, Rob Hanna. Again, excellent senior leadership, and certainly this was a nail-biter tonight, but would you have a little bit of a letdown maybe after that big victory on the road against North Scott last Friday night?
Yeah, it's easy for some teams to really let down after a big win like that, but we really try to focus this week on practice and know what our goal was, and that's to get to the state tournament this year.
Great chemistry on this team. Just really impressed with how you guys play together as a team. You always find the open man, very unselfish team, and just talk about how this team's come together over the year.
Yeah, we got a bunch of guys on the team who just do whatever it takes to win, and that's what's going to get us to state this year, and hopefully we can get a few wins there.
How special is it for you as a senior?
It's huge. It's what we've been working for all our lives, and it just feels great to finally get there.
Well, congratulations, and best of luck in Des Moines. Let's hope you bring home some hardware. The victorious Linn-Mar Lions, and we'll be right back with Game 2 of our Substate Final here from the U.S. Cell Center. Stay tuned for more Happy Joe's Metro Basketball.